You made me want Hi guys, welcome back. So I'm going to show you guys how I created this unit. It is basically the curly version to the blonde highlighted straight unit that I posted earlier this year. So I bleached this unit and added a bunch of highlights and dimensions while still keeping the curl pattern. So if you want to see how I did it, just please continue watching and don't forget to click subscribe.